tonight's also going to be a great night. We have some really...
That's my kid. Yeah, it's my kid.
She's a tough one.
Yeah, she's all right.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and...
She's not screaming bloody murder. She's good.
A few special guests that are going to say a few words tonight, or this afternoon, and then we're going to do our remake of our high school picture. So at this time, we would like our superintendent of 1987, Mr. Neal.
This is a very unique class. Last year I was in the classroom. Your senior year was I waited a month after y'all graduated to make sure y'all got out of town. We want to welcome you back to Whitehouse. You know, it's, as I say, a very unique class. Who would have thought 30 years ago that a young lady that talked all the time is still making a living talking? That's very open. And we've got one up on the top there that's still trying to play baseball 30 years later. We don't have that here. But the one that I'm really impressed with is one that 30 years ago, or a few years older than that, he was running around beating the drum, trying to score points here on the basketball court. And today, he's still beating the drum for Whitehouse, and still the #1 cheerleader for Whitehouse ISD. So at this time, we'll turn it over to your superintendent, Chris Moran.
Yeah!
What an honor to join you guys. This is really special. You know, as you toured the buildings, how many of you kind of remembered some of the smells? And some of those were your smells. They're still you make that sound. What a fantastic group and outstanding turnout. Great job to Susan and Mary Olga and everyone else that had a hand in it.
Yes.
Great job of getting us back. You know, as the memories come back, there's some things that I remember. I remember the smoking area. How many of you were in there?
The statute of limitations out over here.
We don't do that anymore. We don't do open campus either, and you're the reason why. Now, I had Mr. Maxwell after open campus lunch. That was not a good combination. I remember Mr. Maxwell taking the answers to the test on the wall and saying, "I'll be back in 15 minutes." I always wondered if Miss Sadler had a shot glass.
That's right.
Coffee mug, that's right.
That mug.
All the memories.
Gave me a piece when I was there.
And I know you have a lot of stories to tell. We're going to have a great time this afternoon and tonight. I want to make this available to anybody that would be interested to go to the new high school. If you want to walk those hallways, we can make that available too. After this is over, I will go over there and open that up if anybody wants to do that. I'll stand out here by the flagpole. Let me know if you want.
So we can feel worse about the state?
No doubt.
That's right. And currently, we have 750 to 760 7th and 8th graders on this campus every day going through that little cafeteria. And many of you are aware that we passed a bond in November to build a new junior high right behind here. So right now we're building new baseball, softball, and tennis courts at the new high school. We're going to build a new junior high back here. And in about 16 months, we're going to move into it. And this place will become practice fields. The only thing that will remain is the new library, which Gayla's mom was in for some time. So anyway, there's a lot going on around here, and I want to encourage you, if you really want to support the district, there's the Whitehouse ISD Education Foundation. It's been up for 3 years now. This year they gave $80,000 back to classroom teachers, and total about 140 over the last 3 years. They are strong. If you want to support the district, that's a great way to do it. So just check out our website, and if you have any questions, you can call me, and I'm going to give you my cell number right now. 903-520-4001. Call me and I will help you do what you need to do. So without any further ado, it's really an honor to serve. I get to walk these hallways every day. It's great. You know, I went to elementary school down there. How many of you did that? Yeah. And then high school, and then came back and worked here, and now I work here again. It's awesome. I love Whitehouse. And I love this community. I love this school district. So, Kim Kinney, I think you're up next. Valedictorian Kim Kinney.
Welcome back, class of 1987. I can't believe it's 30 years since I stood before you the last time as the class valedictorian. By the way, I thought that title only required one speech. I had my speech, I typed it up on index cards. This time I put it on my smartphone. But you know, I hope everyone enjoys this opportunity to reflect on our past and reconnect with past friends. And I also hope that we won't remain in the past, but we'll press on towards the future and our dreams. One of my favorite quotes in recent years is that a great deal of talent is lost to the world for want of a little courage. And I hope that the class of 1987 will have that courage. And Brandy told me to say the class of 87 rocks. Who's next?
He's very shy. Help him out.
Oh, no.
We start with the highest grade point average. Turn it over to me. That was right. That was planned. So Donna, a couple of weeks ago, Donna asked me to say a few words, and she said, you know, as the class clown, and I said, who are you calling class clown? And so I can't come up here as the class clown and campus cut up without mentioning Jeff Tungate's name. Jeff Tungate was part of all of us. He was equally a class clown and cut up, and we wish he was here. He's here with us in spirit, I promise you, and so I just wanted to mention his name. So Donna wanted me to reflect, and so I've been thinking, and as I thought about this, what being a part of Whitehouse in this community and going to school here meant to me, I told her, I said, you know, I truly believe the children are the future. Teach them with.
Oh, you did not.
I did that for Michelle. Michelle said I wouldn't. So, now I'll tell you what it really meant to me. First of all, when we made the tour, which was very cool, thank you, Chris, for making that happen. I didn't think this was actually going to be very cool, but it was very cool.
It was.
Walking through the halls there. So our senior year, I almost didn't graduate. Apparently, so you guys will remember this. So my senior year, I needed 2 classes to graduate. Government and English. 5th and 6th period. Periods 1, 2, 3, and 4, I didn't need. So I just didn't go. And apparently, if you skip 83 days in a row, you're okay. But that 84th day, that's where you get into trouble. And so I was going to have to go to SOS for a month. And I'm like, there's no way in the world I will survive a month in SOS. I'm not doing it. I mean, I literally turned my books in. I said, I'm out. My mom had to come up here, and so we negotiated it down to a week. The rules, after I went through SOS for a week, the rules of SOS changed. Because I had Steve and Dempsey and others that like brought me food and gifts. I decorated my cubicle. So the rules changed. And so it brought back some really good memories. But for me, as I hope I've evolved as a person and grown up a little bit, what really sticks with me about being part of Whitehouse and being part of this school was just the size of our class. And you heard Chris mention how many students are on the junior high campus right now. You know, we didn't have that. I mean, this is us right here. And this gave us the opportunity to really know everybody. And I've kind of taken that with me throughout my life thus far. And it's, you know, I don't think I'm ever a stranger anywhere. I've used that in my professional career, where I work. I know everyone on our campus. I make a point to get to know everyone. If we're out social, I make a point to get to know people. And I have that confidence because of this right here, because we all knew everyone, and I think it just made a big difference. So that's what it means to me being a part of Whitehouse, being a Wildcat. And for those of you that attended, for those of you that Steve were talking about.
Yes, say it again.
For those of you that attended a cake party or two at my parents' house in high school, I did ask my mom if she would consider going out of town this weekend so we could have a cake party. And without hesitation, she said no. Thank y'all.
Mike Carter, where's Mike Carter? Come on, he's the guard of the basement. Look, he's not prepared, he's just got his iPad.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you all for inviting me to speak this morning. I have 17 days, but that's okay. Brought my iPad, so I thought I would just log in my Facebook account and read all my recent Facebook statuses. Now, if I knew there'd be a Facebook, I would have said, bugger off in your yearbook instead of keep in touch, okay? No, I love all my high school friends. This place brings back a lot of memories. Actually, I remember I was still a kid when we began to tag here in 1987. We left our old members only jacket still.
The what? Oh, members only.
And parachute pants. And gray ones and turquoise. Very comfortable. Yeah, we used to hang out after school and have a good time. We had it pretty good. All the girls had big hair. I actually had hair, so that was good. And of course, this is where I met my lovely wife, Beverly. Beverly's so proud of her, but hasn't always been good times. You know, we've had a lot of ups and downs. No secret. I was telling somebody last night, we've been married for 7 wonderful years. And 21 kind of lives. I realize our bad years are old enough to drink now. Gosh, at least I'm still stuck in the 80s. You are. But back in 82, I used to be able to throw a pigskin a quarter mile.
There you go. Nice.
Are you serious? I'm dead serious. That's Uncle Rico and Napoleon Dynamite. I didn't say nobody know what that is. But, yeah, and I should know, on our first date, she blinded me with science. And when I say science, I mean pepper spray. But maybe I am stuck in the 80s, I don't know. It seems like there's always something there to do. Yeah, I remember the dances after the Friday night home football games. Some of you remember that?
Yeah.
I just wanted to dance with somebody. Somebody who loves me. I would see Beverly and say, I want to know what love is. She would say, I can't go for that. Okay, I can't go for that. I should have done the karaoke thing last night. Yeah, you might say I was hungry like the wolf. And this happened time after time, Cindy Locker. And sometimes it was going all night long.
Yes, all night.
All night. I would ask her, do you really want to hurt me? She would say, beat it. Just beat it. I don't know what she meant about that at the time, but turned out she was Jesse's girl. Yeah, she spun me around like a record baby.
Oh my gosh.
Tainted love. Another one bites the dust. Born in the USA.
Yeah, that was the 80s.
Eye of the Tiger.
Yes.
86753. Okay, now I'm just naming his songs. So. Chris mentioned it, but who remembers Mr. Maxwell's government class?
Yeah.
Or was it history? I can't remember because we did nothing.
That Coach Douglas class. That's Coach Douglas class. You did absolutely nothing in.
That's what I made cars for an hour. You have this film with Dad reading the newspaper.
We ain't got
And here's the test. Who wrote the Emancipation Proclamation? A, the Delaware River. B, Abraham Lincoln. C, 1790, or D, all the above.
All the other.
Go with B, Mr. Maxwell. It's the only human being on the list. A grown man writing this test.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, I still know the answer, so I guess yes. I remember lunch with Dairy Queen every day on the campus. The basketball games, football games, video games.
Centipede.
I know why we were all back in shape back then. We had to stand for video games. And band, of course. Raise your hand if you were in the band with me. Woo! Yeah, band's probably one of the most important things to me. We always had a concert, a parade, a performance to get ready for them. They really kept us busy. That's not a funny memory, it's just a memory. Oh, and the pool parties at Michael Jones' house. Michael Jones, wave at everybody. And his wife, Tammy, is here. Where's she? Wait. Yeah, those pool parties, that's a great idea when you were